I'm turning the camera on while I turn this lamp on, just in case something eventful happens. Because last time I turned this lamp on, something eventful happened. I'm kind of scared. Oh. I think she's cooked. I shouldn't try it again, right? Anyone who has salt lamps, just be careful if you live in a very humid climate. Bro, this thing, I came out and there was a puddle around it. So much so that I thought, oh shoot, I must have like overwatered a plant up here and didn't notice it like dripped down or something. There was that much water. So I like took all my wool out frantically and I was like, wait, it's dry up in here. No. That salt lamp had just collected an entire lake's worth of water right under it, right in its electrical findings. Anyway, well, shoot. We need something like light back there. It feels barren and dark. Oh, there's a little bit of light. Okay, we have an unboxing here first, but we are gonna get into some plant repotting as well as I asked y'all to ask me some questions on TikTok and YouTube, so I'm gonna be going through that post to answer some questions. But first, we have a very special unboxing. The timing of this turned out absolutely insane. I sat down, I got all ready to film. I was about to hit record and the mailman pulls in. The mailman pulls in with a pot. A very special, mayhaps the most special pot in the entire world. Svetlana, I hope that doesn't add pressure to you, me saying that if you're watching this. So I ordered a hand-painted pot from Svetlana at Firefly in the Room, or she has also actually started another YouTube channel. So she has got like a cozy plant channel, which if you can't tell, I'm into plants. She also has a cozy vlog channel she recently started up, but I've been following her for a while. I'm gonna start opening this so that this isn't 4,000 years long. I've been following her for a while and she makes these cutest hand-painted pots. She also does, like, if you're not a planty person, she also does like portraits on paintings on canvas as well. But a lot of people get their pets painted by her. She's just, I don't know, I'm pretty sure she'll like paint anything on the pot you want, but a lot of people have just like gone to her for, you know, putting her cute little angels on the pot. She just, oh my goodness, her art is so cute. Okay, y'all, what? Oh, this is beautiful. I'm hoping the audio is fine. I really hope the audio is fine. This is so pretty. Oh, stop. Wow, you have very nice handwriting, Svetlana. Oh my goodness. This is going in a very special place. Also, someone just started weed hacking outside, so I hope that's not too loud. Oh my goodness. I was hoping to start this video not crying, since our last plant potting video there was a lot of crying, but it just so happened to turn out this way, y'all. So I don't know how this is gonna go. If you didn't put all the pieces together, I reached out to Svetlana to paint a pot with Madam President. So that's what this is. But she also put in some snacks. So she's from Lithuania. What? Freeze-dried banana strawberry slices? I have to film a whole ASMR video trying these. Are you kidding me, Svetlana? Thank you so much. I am so excited to try these in a video. They sound like they're gonna make a real satisfying crunch. Oh my goodness. I love fruit. Wait, do you know that fruit's my favorite food? Fruit's my favorite. Crispy almonds. I also love any candy, or like candied almonds, chocolate covered almonds. How did you know? How did you know? I think I'm gonna make a whole video trying these snacks out. What on earth? You're just spoiling me. Hot berry drink, raspberry and blueberry. This is the cutest box. I'm definitely gonna be keeping this box too. And using it for something. What can I put in it? I'll figure it out. Wow, I'm excited. I love a special drink. I love a special drink. As all natural mashed berry drink. Inspired by the tradition from the northern lands, nutritious and undeniably delicious berries were mashed together to make your body and mind feel pleased and healthy. Try this as a hot or cold refreshing drink during a day, either your morning or evening. I'm excited. I'm really excited. Oh my goodness. I love a special drink. Does anyone know? Oh, I forgot to tell you my special drink today. This is hawthorn leaf and flower tea and white Himalayan and cascara, a cup of cloves, and lemon balm is my tea of choice today. Do you have your tea brewed up? Because this is probably going to be a long one. Just guessing. Just guessing by how we're already 10 minutes in. We haven't got through. Thank you for these amazing sounds. I'm so excited to try them. Cannot wait to hear what these sound like when you crunch on them. Okay, what's this? Whoa, that's so cute. Oh, it's a cutie pouch. I watch Svetlana's channel, of course, and I have been like not watching her newest vlogs because I believe she also like added her painting this pot in her vlog, and I'm an avid watcher of her channel, so the past few days I've been like, and now I can finally watch. Oh my goodness. Well, not yet, but soon. Oh, cute. Oh, stop. What? That's so cute. Look, wait, how do you know? How do you know our vibes so well? A magic potion bottle with eyeballs floating about. Yes. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh, thank you. Stickers sound so good tapping on them too. This pouch is so cute. We have to put something extra magical in here. All her pots, you can just see how much love and detail is put into them. All of her artwork. And it definitely like goes to show in her channel too, if you're looking for a cozy creator to follow. Do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor. I love how the bubble wrap's blue. That makes sense. Oh my goodness. This might be the exact size pot I was missing for our repot today, but let's see. Because I am not sure what plant I want to put in here yet. Do you know what I mean? Another mailman pulling in? Maybe. Oh my lord. We're strong. There's still another layer of bubble wrap, but I can already see it's perfect. Oh. Ooh. The FedEx guy is here, so I'm gonna let him come and go. I think he's dropping off something for the neighbor. Whilst I collect myself. This is so beautiful, yo. What? It's Madam President, look. Oh my goodness. This is the most special pot ever. Thank you so much. Are you kidding me? Oh, look. She got her little curls right. Oh my goodness, stop. So cute. She's so cute. And I love the flowers and everything Svetlana like put with her. What? The crystals. Look at those crystals. Those are juicy looking. Oh my goodness. So cute. Wow. Thank you so much. Okay. I'm gonna need to go recurl my eyelashes. Those are soggy eyelashes. What? What is here? I don't know what plant to put in this pot. I've been thinking about it. I'm trying to decide. I'm assuming a plant is gonna stick out to me to go in here, but the ones I was thinking about, so it's just so perfect. What? That's Fiona. That's so cute. Anyway, Fiona really likes bunnies. So I was thinking I wanted to maybe do a cacti, the like rat bunny ear cacti, the soft fuzzy white one, because every time I see that one too, it's soft and fuzzy like Fiona. So that's what I was thinking. So I'm hoping to run into one of those sometime soon. I think it really is gonna come down to what plant whispers Fiona, you know what I mean? What is this? What? 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 There's sea buckthorn powder in here? I love sea buckthorn berries. I put them in my oatmeal like every other day. Every time I have oatmeal, but like every other, you know what I mean? What? I have to look more into this. But sea buckthorn. I also put them in my tea sometimes. Wait a second. Oh my goodness, I have to look into this. What? I have to look at. Wait, is this like honey with sea buckthorn? Yes! It's honey. No way. Okay, so I love putting sea buckthorn berries in my tea, but the way I brew my tea, I never really know if it's like the correct way to get all the nutrients out of the sea buckthorn berries. So I recently stopped and was like thinking, I was like, well, I guess I'll just eat them in my oatmeal, which slaps. But this, I can put this in my tea. That's the coolest thing ever. I did not know this existed. Are you kidding me? Thank you so much. I cannot believe, y'all, everything with Svetlana, like the reaching out to her, everything has just been incredibly magical, which is like exactly how my time was with Fiona. So all this just like coming together so magically like this. What can I say? It's magical. It's magical time. Magical time for a magical girl. Look at her. So precious, y'all. Svetlana's so sweet. Definitely go check out her channel. If you like our vibes here, you're definitely gonna love Svetlana and her little cozy family. And oh my goodness. I'm gonna quickly take a minute to collect myself so we can be a little bit less teary-eyed for the rest of this video. I forgot to hit record, but I was just going off about where I'm putting Madame President's pot, like the vibes. Look at the flip. Are you kidding me? And it's going on top of this thing is like a huge flower. And it just matches so perfectly. What on earth? I hope you can see that. That's so cute. If my grow lights were off, it'd probably look a little better back there. Should I turn them off? Let's see. Actually, but let's leave them on for the plants. Wow. That is Madam President. That is oh, Fiona. That is, oh my goodness. That just matches so perfect. Are you kidding me? What? If I didn't have my grow lights on, I think you could see it all up there a little better. But we're keeping them on for the plants. I cannot wait to show Kyle when he gets home. Oh my goodness. Wow. Thank you so much, Svetlana. Thank you. And also thank you so much for your cozy space you've created on the internet. It's definitely been a nice little cozy escape for me for a lot of hours. So thank you. Let's get into some of this plant care because we have a whole bunch in front of us here. First, before we get into repotting, I want to take some cuttings of my stapelias. Is that what they're called? Stapelias? Something like that. Look, this one's about to bloom, so we're not going to get that spot. Because I have some smaller pots here that I want to fill. And I think these are the perfect fills to do this, especially since this one and the other one, they're kind of like trailing past my windowsills, and these both sit in windowsills. So it's just gonna, you know. Yep. Let's see. What parts do I want to take? I've never, propagated one of these guys on purpose. But I have twice. When I take this one off the windowsill to look at the blooms, broken the bloom section off. So now I actually have another one of these plants, like outside. It loves it outside right now. But I've never done it on purpose. So I think I could just pop off one of these Bellas. Which Bellas am I gonna pop off? I was thinking about doing these lower ones, but these lower ones are so... Actually, no, this one looks like... You can't see what I'm doing. Sorry. Just show you. Some of these lower ones, like, they haven't been able to get enough light because they're going past the windowsill, so I'm just gonna hop in here. This one is already... Look. That's not a good sign, honestly. But that makes me feel better about getting this plant out. Also, there are spider webs. But we're not scared of spiders. Unless you're a scary spider. This one is hold up. Is that the white fuzz? I know. Nay, I say. Them's your mealybugs in there. Oh, no. So I already have a plant with spider mites that we're going to be working on today, but I set it aside till the very end because I don't want to, right at the beginning, inoculate our repotting table with pests. But it looks, is that a scary spider? Not that I'm scared. I think them's are mealybugs in these woods. I think I'm gonna take a better look. Maybe it's like, what is that white powdery mildew? Because or something else, because I don't think I see any adults yet. But there's definitely something mixed. Unless, oh, wait, is this the white powder? My pot has like a lot of mineral built up on it. Weird. That might be the mineral buildup. I don't see any live. I'm gonna take the end of this bloom and just poke this little fuzzy white thing. Or are those mealy eggs? Yikes, I don't know. What if it had root mealies? Oh, brother. Shoot. Well, I think I should set this one. I guess that's okay. I guess the real one I wanted to... Okay, yeah. Let's, before we get any deeper in this scenario, let's just put that back there. Yep, nothing ever happened here. Then I'm gonna move this far, far away. And we're gonna come back at this after we've gotten all the plants that don't have pests repotted. I think. A wipe down. What are we gonna get into first then? This I kind of wanted to get propagated before we got into stuff so that it would have a little bit of time to callus over since these are thicker bits. That feels right. Look, it's got the little like root bumps. I'm just gonna stick this in. I don't know if I'm gonna grow it in. We'll figure that out later. But yeah, that's juicy. So I'm gonna let that callus while we get into the rest of the repotting. So that I'll probably have like a wall. I imagine I'll be shit. You'll just hear off the wall. How far do we want to go with this? I was thinking of snatching up this entire vine. But are we gonna snatch up this entire vine? What if we just snatch up to this vine? That looks reasonable. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop this guy. Bam. I was gonna use mud choppers, but I think that this does less damage. How are you gonna... Should I keep it as one? It's kind of funky. Wonder if it'll do okay that way. Or I could take this one and do... We'll try that. Why not? Okay, there's that. I'm gonna move this buddy aside. Oh my lord. I guess we are just now getting into the repotting, but I just looked at how long we have until we actually start getting to the questions. Sorry about that. I had to focus. Questions. Let's start with the TikTok post. And I'm gonna go through those. Y'all came through with the questions. Y'all came through. So we're trying to make this ASMR-y, but I've been getting distracted, so I'll probably be in and out. Especially since I'm gonna be distracted with y'all's questions. So this is just gonna be whatever it ends up being. Let me find that post. Here we go. Let's see here. Here. Let's start here. This is a plant. I know exactly which pot it's going in. A little bear paw for a little bear pot. Yeah. I love bear paw succulents. I do have another little one in my windowsill. But I want them. I want them everywhere. Bear paws also smell like honey, which is so cute. This is a variegated bear paw. You can see it, the variegation in there, the little white paws and the little pink claws. I love that about the variegated version of this plant, that the little claws, I don't know if it's sun stressing or what conditions you put them in, that the pink is like more vibrant, but I'm gonna figure it out. The spot is so cute. So I have a confession to make. After Fiona passed, I felt an instant lacking of cuteness around me. Fiona's so cute, and all of a sudden, just no cute Fiona around. So, I got some cute pots. Obviously, it's not even gonna put anything in that dent. Because she's the cutest to ever exist. Duh. But I thought it would just be helpful to have some extra little cute faces around the apartment at this time. So that was my justification for... I got some of my favorite planters. Ordered some. It's, I think, Blob House. Yeah, it's Blob House. They're so cute. And I do have a few of them here that we're going to be filling. Look, I got one that looks like Madam President. Madam President? She's got some unicorn about her for sure. For sure. So anyways, I have been filling, you know, that's what I have been filling my void with, which there could be worse things for sure. For sure. I think it's alright. I need to mix up our soil and then we can get into the questions. I hope y'all like long videos. I'm trying to find a question whilst that I can answer when I am. Okay, what is your favorite pastime hobby? Question mark. I think I love plants. I'm trying to think what else though. Like I've kind of turned my favorite hobbies into my work in a lot of ways. So with this question, I'm always like, it's kind of hard answering because you know, like, does it count as a hobby then? I don't know, but I love doing it. I love plant stuff, taking care of plants, being around plants, so like even being in nature and being around plants, going for walks and seeing all the plants people plant around their properties, yeah. I also, so this is my bin. I mix my soil in. Need to get a good look at what I'm adding in today. It's gonna look like I'm dumping it on my floor here, but I'm not. Yeah. I love creating content. So, you know, I don't know. I've never used the soil before. Last time we used this the Fox Farm, the ocean one with the fish and the teal bag. But I decided to try this one today because I thought, well, we're on a roll trying new soils, so we might as well keep trying. I'm not sure where my scissors ended up. Oh, that's hazardous. Oh. So we're gonna try this one today. I have been like keeping an eye on the other plants, and the other plants seem happy so far in the, you know, the same brand of soil. It smells good. I've also not used this orchid bark, but this is just like kind of the general mix I'll do is a soil. Like I used to use the black gold organic soil with the Repti bark that you get at pet stores, like the big bag, and then I'd mix my own soil that way, and I liked it, and that's like what a lot of my collection is in. But I kind of wanted to try some different things, so. Ooh, not what I was expecting. Cool. Okay, so the last orchid bark I tried was there was a lot of bigger pieces. This one is a lot of little pieces. Maybe it'll be really good. It might. I am an underwater at this point. Do y'all want this pot to face you, cute eyes? So you can look at it more. How many tattoos do you have? I am obsessed with tattoos and love the ones I see on your arms. Thank you. So I've done all my own tattoos, which is why I don't have any on my right arm. Yep. How many I have is kind of a hard question, or like, I feel like it's kind of hard to answer because I don't. It depends on how many you count. Like on the, like I have a lot of little clusters of tattoos. So I think I calculated it at one point, and I think counting like clusters together and not like, you know what I mean? I think it was 23 mayhaps, something like that. But yeah, I have a lot of them, I think. I mean, I did them all myself, and unfortunately, the most visible ones are the ones that are like, at one point, my tattoo, like, machine I was using, it, like, gave out. It was just having a rough time of it. And so I have some, like, unfinished tattoos that I haven't finished yet. And unfortunately, those ones are in my most visible places, but I've got the coolest ones in spots I can't show you. You're gonna have to just trust me. You're gonna have to trust me. I have a star in a jar, like right here, and it's about this size, and I love it. I obviously have my turnip, and I love my turnip. I love this. This was one of my first ones I did, and I really like it. And I actually have a citrine crystal that I ended up getting several years after doing this one, and I didn't even notice. I was just live one day and I was like, hold up. It's the exact same dimensions. The exact same. Crazy how life is that way. But yeah. What kind of tattoos do y'all have? What is your skincare routine? I watch your videos often and your skin is gorgeous. Thank you, Chris. My skincare routine has been kind of like up and down recently. Well, I think the past like 2 weeks. Yeah, the past 2 weeks. Soul. Chris, my skincare routine is soul. So, the past few weeks I've been using just rosehip oil on my face. We haven't even got a plant repotted yet, and we're already more covered in soul than any more plants. Oh, Atlanta. Okay. I moved all of the snack goodies, by the way. Don't worry. They're in the other room. I knew this was gonna get messy. I usually, before this past month, I, for several years, used cold pressed organic castor oil, and then I put some organic frankincense in that. So that's the main thing I use on my face. I need to do like a skincare routine or personal, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I don't really know. But that's like the main thing I use, and I really try. I feel like my skincare routine is more about what I don't use and less about what I do use, you know? Skin reacts, and in fact, my skin has been reacting, I think, to my tears. I've been getting like dry on my face, like dry upset bits on my face where my tears have been kissing. Just because it's been a rough few weeks. So I have just been this past few weeks, I've just been keeping it really simple with just organic rosehip seed oil. And then I'll add in my other, I'll add it with the castor oil and the frankincense, but I just wanted something real simple. My skin heals. And I've really been liking that mixture. But usually, organic cold pressed castor oil and frankincense. Okay, let's get into this repot. I got this at a local nursery. Their soil looks good, so I'm not going to be too worried about getting rid of most of the old soil unless I see something like root mealies. So let's get this pot ready. Just gonna put a little bit in the bottom. Next question. Favorite comfort and or background media? Are you a podcast person? Favorite scents for your home? Have you, okay, hold up. Background, okay, media, let's see. So, I would say probably favorite background media. Either like lo-fi screens or like lo-fi music, or YouTube videos. Like I said, I love watching Svetlana's channels, and I have some other like favorite planty YouTube I love. So like Svetlana, she started, yes, plant channel, but she also gives like bomb ASMR, and I don't know if it's on purpose, I don't know, but she gives bomb ASMR. So I would also count Svetlana as ASMR, I don't know. Anyway, plant content is just really comforting to me, and I also feel like there's just so much like unintentional ASMR, like repotting, like the soil drop and all the biz, you know? Yeah, this soil makes it seem like a good. I don't want to mess with it too much, but I also think I'm gonna need a lot more. What else? Other than that, like, I don't listen to like a lot of music or anything, so I don't use like music as background stuff. I guess does that answer your question? I hope it answers your question. Okay, let's see here. Oh wait, favorite scents for your house? You come off as so, kind-hearted and genuine. Thank you, Electric Frog. You've been part of our community for so long. You come off as so kind-hearted and genuine. Have you always been that way, or are there things you make a point of doing that have helped you get there? I definitely don't think I've always been this way. Maybe we all kind of, I don't know. I definitely, like, I don't know, I think when I was a kid, maybe I was this way. Maybe, I don't know. And then, like, in high school, I think I was, like, just a little more salty towards the world. And then in college, I was very, very depressed. So I don't think I've always been this way. It's definitely been, like, I feel like kind of a practice, you know? And I definitely am not, like, sunshine and rainbows all day, every day. Definitely not. But one, I think y'all really bring the best out of me. You know, I love this community. I love creating here, and y'all are always so sweet and fun. like, we've built this brick by brick, you know what I'm saying? And I love our space here. So I do definitely think that y'all bring out the best in me. But I also, like, definitely, like, kind of have sort of like a practice, like, when I am meditating and being mindful, you know, it's a lot easier for me to mindfully recognize the energy I want to put out into the universe, the energies I would love to see more of out there. And by, like, if you want to see more of something, then just reflect it yourself, and bam, there's instantly more of it out there, you know? So, I don't know if that answers your question, but yeah, that's the answer I got for you. I wiped down this table before sitting down, as if I wasn't gonna fling dirt everywhere. I think this is so cute, y'all. I think I should have buried it a little deeper, though. I hope that answers your question. Do you think you'll ever have a meet and greet? I would totally be down to meet up for some tea and hang out. Yes, that sounds like such a fun time. I'm gonna be honest, it's probably gonna be a while till I'm at that point, but that would be so much fun. That would be so much fun. How did you and your partner, spouse meet? Sorry, I write romance novels on the side, so I love hearing about people's relationship origin stories. Are you guys polar opposites? Question mark. Do you have a lot in common? Question mark. Okay. Y'all really came through with the questions, and y'all asked good ones. So Kyle and I actually met. We went to the same high school. And I had my eye on him. And it was only like his last few days until he graduated that I had the guts to, like, reach out to, like, you know, reach out to him. And so we went, yeah. Oh, yeah, we had, prior to that year, we had art class together. So I was always pretty quiet in school. So I didn't, like, chat a lot with him during art class, but I did sit near him during art class. I have to pick what we're doing next before I answer questions. I know that I think I want to snatch the babies off there and put them in here. I absolutely love orange with that color of juicy jewel. And I just think their babies are gonna be looking real cute in there. Also, I don't understand why people don't like grafted cacti more. They're so cool. And also, I feel like they're a lot easier to take care of than just, like, if this fella was, like, on just soil itself. Because I feel like something about the graftedness, like, regulates the amount of water that, you know what I mean? I don't know. But I want to try growing their babies in here because I think they're going to look so cute in here. And I really hope they like this spot too. So I guess I know that's next. How am I going to do this? Alright, what question? Okay. So we met in art class in high school. And then, are we polar opposites? We are quite different. We do come from, like, pretty different households, and we are quite different. But in a lot of ways, we are also quite similar, You know what I mean? Yes. That probably doesn't satisfy, does it? Sorry, I think that was really unsatisfying. Like, for an answer. I'm trying to think of how to elaborate. How am I gonna pop these babes off? That doesn't sound good. Pretend I didn't say that. Oh, jeez. I'm just twisting them carefully because I think these. Whoa. Like, what I don't get about why people don't go crazy about these is because, like, you know, like the bright pink ones of these and the colorful ones, they, like they're not painted. They're just that way, I think. I don't know why they're that way, but they're not painted. Like, if these fellas were just, like, on their own like this down here, people go buck wild nuts about a bright pink one. They'd be like, bright pink cacti, oh my god. But peeps don't go crazy about, I go crazy about these crafted cacti. Kind of nervous. This one looks like it has 2 points of stuckness. And I kind of want to mess with the one that's about to bloom. We gotta see those blooms. And do you think that it'll bloom if I'm worried it won't. So am I just gonna do 2 for now? I think so. Yikes. Should put gloves on, maybe. I'm so sorry if I'm hurting you, little cacti. I'm so sorry. I'm just transplanting you. And I hope you like your new spot. Even though. Okay. It's gonna be good. Oh my goodness, they are in there. What? Hee. Kind of nervous. Hee. I feel like I should focus before I get another question. Hold on. Then I'll just moisten the soil. I'm gonna be watering all these fellas afterwards. I really hope they grow well in there because I would feel so bad for popping them off their mommy if they didn't. But also, look how cute they are with that loon's eyeballs. That is so cute. Okay. Do you have a lot in common? We enjoy doing a lot of the same things. You know what I mean? Like our have fun time together. We enjoy doing a lot of the same things. So I guess that's good, you know? What got you into ASMR? Okay, I was kind of mostly just playing with the idea of this plant being in this pot. But I think I'm actually going to do it because the more I think about it, I think this is like my most top heavy plant. And I think this is my most heavy pot I have available of this size. Let's see if we're even going to be able to. Do they look cute in there? What do you think? I don't know. This pot also. Let's take a look at these roots. See something crawling? What are you? What are you? I thought that white spot was mealy at first, but it's not. I think it just like that some part of it got squished or something in maybe. I think I'm just gonna pop her in there. I think so. So, what got me into ASMR? I just tested out ASMR. I've had a YouTube channel for a while, but I just tested out ASMR one time in I think it was 2018 that I made my testing ASMR. I don't know. And then I didn't actually end up doing ASMR again for a while. And then just one day I decided, you know what? It's time to do ASMR. I went to my local toy store and I picked up a few things that I could start doing ASMR lives with. And then I started doing ASMR live on TikTok. And we made a really fun community. I love going live. As soon as I heard that was an option, I got all my stuff ready to go live, and then I sat down to go live, and it's oh, you have to have 1,000 followers first. Okay, bet. Then I got 1,000 followers. But I was ready. As soon as I knew it was an option, I was ready to sit down and go live right then. But yeah, we started live-wise. But even though I had tried it in 2018, that was kind of just a for funsies thing. But then one day it got serious. This pot doesn't have drainage, which I think is going to be perfect for this plant, because I have another, I really do not give these guys a lot of water, and you have a pretty good, this part will start to wrinkle a little bit when it needs water. So you have a pretty good gauge. Oh my goodness. Whoops. We'll just put him right back there. I think I have some plants that I've had for a while that need to be repotted already, but I just want to make sure they don't have any pests, so we're not introducing pests to the workspace. I'm going to be working on other plants. This one, I know it's been not in the best place, but that's why we're here today, to take care of this. Just gonna peel these leaves off. I have a box here for old soil and leaves. I'm not sure what pot. Oh wait, no, I found it. Yeah, oh Lord. This is an Aglaonema. I love Aglaonema so much. Like I said, this one, it wasn't in a very good spot, but it was still, I mean, she's got some cute new leaves in there. They're definitely smaller, but they're still cute. Let me show you some of their leaves once I get them cleaned up. Oh man, how long has this one been in here? I don't think this one needed repotted when I got it, but I got it a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, I believe. Guess we could take this yellow one off. Do we see any pests? I don't think so. Look how pretty. They probably need their leaves dusted. Oh yes, they do. Look at that. That's such a pretty leaf. Are you kidding me? Why are Aglaonemas slept on? I love them so much. So let's get them a better living situation. I think I'm just going to be upsizing their pot a little bit, so they're in a pretty similar pot, but just a little bigger. I think this basket's good to use as a catch pot. Let's see the holes. They're gonna just go into some basket. Okay, next question. Oh, favorite plant? Question mark. Favorite plant? Question mark. I am a sucker for pothos. I'm gonna quickly pop these roots out real quick. Dang. Wow, they look really good. I don't even really see any rotting. Wow, them's roots look good. Definitely needed a repot though, that's for sure. Just puts you out there. So favorite plant. I'm not really good at picking favorites, to be honest. Like anything wise. But I do really like pothos. And Mandula pothos. And Hoya australis lisa. That is one of my favorite plants, actually. But every single one I've gotten has just gotten devoured by mealybugs. Brutal. Mealybugs, that is also their favorite plant. So I'm not sure if I want to break much of the soil off. It looks like it's like doing pretty good in there. So I'm just gonna pop her in. Maybe I'll just loosen a little bit of the roots by pressing. This is what I'm doing, but I'm doing it over. Just pressing the roots a little bit to loosen them up. I'm gonna continue doing that over my spot to catch the soil. Okay. What nail polish is in your newest? Hello, Svetlana. Oh, we're just talking about you. All good things. All good things. What nail polish is in your newest video? That was Mooncat's. Here, let me show you. I have it on my nails today too. But I had all my nails painted in this color. This is Mooncat's 404 Soul Not Found. It's from their newest collection. This is all their newest collection because I have just been so behind at trying shades. So I was just like, just try them all. So that's all of them tried. I don't know if you can really see this shade. I think it might be my favorite from the collection. I don't know if you can see it. You might only be able to see the teal shift where your angle and lighting is at. But there's also like peach, pink, purple, green. It kind of looks like a raven feather in person. It's so cool. It's got so many different shifts to it. But yeah, 404 Soul Not Found from Mooncat. Aww. Just reading the rest of your comment. Aww. Thank you, you're so sweet. I love you and your space you've made on the internet too. Your vibes. You got good vibes, Svetlana. You got good vibes. What is your sun, moon, and rising sign? I will tell you my sun sign. Yes, first. First you gotta guess, okay? I'll give you time to guess. I'm an Aries. Did you guess that? I'm an Aries. What about you? Do you believe in ghosts? Yes, but I don't know. Like, I don't know if the way, you know, I don't know how to. I definitely believe in like the paranormal and having like slipping interactions with that other side, you know what I mean? I'm gonna say yes. Yes. Okay. How do you radiate positive energy to everyone? And if not rude to ask, I'm curious, how old are you? Question mark. So, I guess I kind of answered this in the beginning one. I really do feel like y'all bring out the best in me. You know, I love our community here. And I think another part of how I was gonna try and answer that question before I kind of got distracted, but I really think that putting yourself out there on the internet can really help you find yourself. You know, you're shown a reflection of yourself every time you go to edit and every time you go to watch something back before you post it or something. You just have a lot of self-awareness, but I know that can be a bad thing, but it can also, I think, be a really good thing, as long as you're not like overwhelmed by it and you're able to use that to kind of like help you learn more about yourself and get more comfortable being around yourself and, you know, in your energy. There's a wee, oh wait, no, that's plastic from the pot. I'm just gonna leave it. So I think being on social media has like kind of helped me in that regards too, as far as like deciding what kind of energy I want to put out there and what kind. I'm just gonna leave this on there. Like, I know it's not the most, and I keep thinking I see bugs, but I don't think so. Anyway, if the leaves not all the way like dried up to a crisp yet, the plant can still take that like energy back into it, you know what I mean, that nutrients. So I'm just gonna leave that on there until it's really ready to be removed, like those other ones. But I love me an aglaonema in a basket, and I love aglaonema. Like, I love the pink stemmed ones. This one I need to get in some better light, and I need to get fertilized again so that its stems turn that like bright pink. They've kind of like dulled a little bit, but I'm so excited. Look how pretty those leaves are. So pretty. Okay. Oh, and how old am I? I'm not gonna tell you how old I am. I am older than 20, younger than 30. That's how old I am. Okay, let's see here. What are we gonna do next? Before I pick out the next question, I need to pick out what we're gonna do next. I have another like kind of rehab plant situation over here, but maybe that'll be later. We should do one of these little succulent-y buddies. Okay. I'm thinking about planting this little variegated jade in this pot. If I pop it out and it looks like the roots will fit in there, we're gonna do it. Oh yeah. The roots will fit in there. I wish I could have my soil right there. I can. I think I can. Hold up, we gotta move some things right now. Okay, question. Y'all, I think that we're gonna have to do several different Q&As with your questions. I was confident about my speed of getting through these. Also, y'all, just thank you so much for being so sweet. Y'all also, I feel like, hype me up too much, you know? Y'all hype me up too much. How or why did you start doing ASMR, and have you done anything else first? So I guess I kind of already answered this one, so I'll be quick. Also, the hawk and the oak. I love you. Your art is so beautiful, and your art space is so magical. How or why did you start doing ASMR? So really, like I said, I dabbled just with a single video of it back in 2018 just for funsies. But then I don't even remember what year it was that I started it back up. Was it 2021? I just woke up one day thinking, yo, it's ASMR time. I love being live with y'all. I already like hung out live with y'all, and I just kind of decided that we're gonna start doing ASMR lives, and we did. Have you done anything else first? Yes. So I've had a YouTube channel for a while, and I've just always kind of like been on social media for a bit because that's been the main constant. It's what I've kind of always known I wanted to do. We gotta put some dirt up in this dragon's noggin. So yes. Put my glasses on. What's your favorite recipe? Ooh, Paigey, yum. I like this question. Also, y'all feel free to answer these questions too, the ones you can answer. What's your favorite recipe? My favorite recipe. My mom makes these scalloped potatoes that are so good. I have not even like tried making them yet. I don't have like the slicer thing she uses, but they're so good. So, but if it's in terms of like recipe that I make, I really like making smoothies. I love making smoothies. So I think probably one of my favorite smoothie bases, which is yogurt, like dairy substitute yogurt is usually what I use. So I'll use like cashew yogurt or whatever other yogurt I've got. And then I use soy milk, frozen berries, usually strawberries and blueberries goes in as my base. And then what else do I put? Sometimes a little bit of banana. I really like not ripe bananas. Green bananas are really good in smoothies. They just make a really good tang. If I have apples, then I'll cut up an apple and put it in the smoothie. And that's like kind of my smoothie base that I really like. And then I'll just add whatever I have from there. Pineapple, I haven't been able to find. I need to just like get a pineapple and chop it up and freeze it. What have I been doing actually? That would be even better. A centipede. Oh no. He just disappeared onto the dragons yonder. Ah, there he is again. Oh, back in. Is this fella gonna fit in here? Hopefully they know to go that away with their roots. I'll keep an eye on them. But I think these plants, I have another kind of jade. It's a little bit different. I'm kind of worried, actually. Did that answer your question? I really love smoothies and fruit. favorite recipe, chopping up a watermelon, eating a watermelon. But also, please let me know y'all's favorite recipes, because one cannot live off watermelon, though I wish. And I may have tried. I'm just kidding. Okay, that's potentially a little bit iffy, but if I'm doing anything iffy with a plant, I feel like this is a good plant to do it with, because these fellas are, or at least have been in the past for me, pretty forgiving. Next question. Have you ever had a paranormal encounter? Yes, though I'm not going to go into details. But yes, a few, I would say. We love our buddies. We love our buddies on the other side. We cannot, like, can't ignore them. Anyway, yep. Have you? Are you more willing to tell yours? Look how cute they are. I love dragons so much. They're so cute. Okay. Where are we gonna put you? Okay, next question. What's your lucky number and why? I wouldn't say I really have a lucky number. What about you? I love all your background decoration, but there's not an empty spot. Have you ever knocked something over and dominoed your whole room? That's hilarious. Someone's backing up. I don't know what I did with my fingers, but them's hurt now. Have I ever? No. I move pretty carefully, pretty mindfully. And the spots that I'm trying to think, like, if we've ever had, like, I don't think Kyle's ever really dominoed anything too bad either. I don't know, maybe I like put things, arrange things in a way that they're kind of, no, I haven't, but I definitely see how, yes. Okay, I need to charge my little screen snatcher for a bit, and I need to turn the AC on for a bit because I'm sweating, so I'll be right back. I just took a quick break to refill my tea and recharge my stuff so we could get back to it. Let me just sweep all this dirt. I have to move my paws. Let's sweep this dirt in this box as if we're not about to soil it again. Okay. Oh, next question. I don't have my question machine. I was charging it too. I worry my mic's been too loud. Has it been? Testing. Check. Testing. I think I could turn it a little more. Maybe it's perfect. Okay. No, I have not had a domino situation happen. Actually, you know what? I have had one of my pothos plants up on this, like a taller cabinet thing here, fall off. Luckily, it's in like a really light pot, but I mean, that's why it fell off in the first place, because it was in such a light pot. But I've had that fall off and like come down and snap. That's why one of my blooms, I don't think you can see it, but one of my blooms on my anthurium is like a little janked up now. So that has happened before, but I like your question though. Okay, where did you get that cute plushie in the back? Maddie, those are my cozy fellas. Obviously I don't have any back here today, but in my usual background I have a few cozy fellas back there, which are stuffies I've made myself. Thank you for asking. Could you make a video showing all your card collection, please? Yes, all my card collections. Yes, I can. And I've been actually, okay, before we get into any more questions, I have to figure out what plant project is next. Y'all, have this crocodile fern that I'm embarrassed to show yous. But this was also like near the Aglaonema. Like it wasn't in that good of a spot. And it was kind of my first time testing plants in that spot, so. Yes, so we're gonna be taking, wait a second. What are them? Wait a second. What are them? Hold up. Oh no. Those are something. I hope those aren't thrips, and that's why this plant was like losing all its leaves. Oh no, if it's thrips, it's been sitting here. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna look at the microscope and go gets back with it. So actually we're not gonna repot it right now. I'm gonna go wash my hands though. Yee. I hope that's not thrips. I really hope. Looking at it sus-wise now. Here, I need a drink of my tea. Okay, let's see. Do you believe in aliens or the afterlife? Yes, I do. Oh, I was answering the card question too. Oh, but I was trying to figure out where this friend's going. Oh, dang, I was excited to get that fern in a happy place. Well, I'll do that after. All the plants I know have pests, we have to do after anyway, so later. I should put it somewhere else so I don't keep looking at it. I want to put somebody in this pot. So let's do that. I think, look how cute. Look at their haunted little, I love that biz. Yes. So cute. Okay, gotta figure out what's going in here. So I've got this family here that I feel okay splitting up. Yes, I feel alright tearing this family apart. Because I was thinking of snatching up the babes and putting them together and then keeping the tall ones together or separated. I'm not sure. But do you think that's what would be? So these are euphorbia. Wait, no, it's not euphorbia. Maybe it is, but it's labeled Monadinium stapelioides variegata. Is this also a type of stapelia? I don't think so, right? But I believe it because I love stapelia, so I can see myself being unknowingly drawn to. I thought this was like a euphorbia. It's giving euphorbia to me. Maybe it is. Y'all, now that I'm like thinking about it, I think that fern might have thrips. I think it might, because it was doing like pretty good all up until like then, like all of a sudden it went weird. But it's also, I thought maybe the roots were rotted out or something, but the like stem and base of the plant like all feel pretty good. So I was confused. So I was gonna just like chop leaves back and let it restart and take out whatever roots were rotted. But if it's thrips, that makes sense why it all went down the way it did. Okay. I just think they're so cute. Okay, next question. When did you start doing that cute accent? What brought it on? I love it. You're very nice. I think you're maybe the first person that would call it cute. That's fun. Or what are those things? You know, sometimes when you look at soil and you see little tiny dots. Ooh, what is that? Them's bugs? Them's rot? I don't know. I don't know if I show you if you'll be able to even see it either. It's tiny. Okay, so I'm gonna try and break these apart as best I can because I do think I want to separate all these fellas. Or do you think like a tall and a short one would be cute together in that pot? I think so, maybe. Let's see. I don't know when I started doing the accent. I don't know, but it kind of showed up one day. And then, I don't know, yo. I don't know. It never left. But I think it's been, has it been a couple years or just a year? I don't know. Has it been all the time and I just am not right? I don't know. Anyway. What first introduced you to tarot and what's one of your philosophical takes? What first introduced me to tarot? I don't know. What did? I don't even know. I don't know how I came upon tarot, but I felt very drawn to it. But I also, at the time, like, I grew up Christian, so that was not something to be dabbling in. So I actually thrifted my first deck when I was, like, still with my family, you know, like, in their household. And I was so horrified of my parents finding it that I ended up throwing it away, which I feel so bad for now. I'm like, just thinking about that little deck off on its own in the cold. But, yeah. I wish I didn't. I regret that for sure. But I was also real spooked about my parents finding it, because I feel like that wouldn't have been swell. But also, I mean, they know now anyways, right? Because I'm sure they probably watch my content. But yeah. Did that answer your question? I just felt a draw to it. Felt drawn to it. You know what I mean? I think it's such a nice, useful tool for like self-reflection and self-encouragement. And I think it's also, oh my goodness, the ASMR. I love card ASMR so much. Okay, the more I'm doing this, the more I'm realizing this is going to be harder to separate than I thought. What's one of my philosophical takes? I do also, though, I think I get a lot of like tarot questions, and I do actually mostly like publicly, like my videos are actually oracle. I do occasionally do a tarot, like a read with tarot, but most of them are oracle. I just know like I get a lot of questions like on my oracle read specifically like about tarot, and it is oracle, which there is a bit of a difference. Like tarot cards, there's all the major and minor arcana, and you know, there's a lot more like kind of getting into it all, but oracle cards are basically like a deck of cards that an artist just like makes. Like you really have your own, like you can make anything, any card, you know what I mean? Which I think is so much fun. I love, absolutely love having like a whole deck of someone's art like right at my fingertips and seeing how it like inspires me or what thoughts it invokes, you know what I mean? I love as like tools of self-reflection. I don't like so much do like reads for myself, like I mostly do them for fun, like y'all's is collective reads, you know? But yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna separate this. I'm kind of worried because I feel like the only way I'm gonna be able to get it separated is if I break it. I think it might be like actually all one plant down there. I don't know. Let me try breaking up some more roots. I'm just kind of like worried I'm gonna, because that's not gonna fit in there like that, right? Maybe I'm not gonna be splitting this family apart after all. But what am I gonna potch it in this? Let me just remove a little more since we're this far already so I can see what's going on. But I think we are just too far. I mean, I could break it off and then see like a propagation if it grows. It does already have like some roots on this side. I'm gonna try. Wait, actually, maybe I'll check it out. Yeah, these look connected. I'm nervous. Should we do next question? I'm trying to think if I answered that all good. Yeah, that didn't really answer it very good, huh? I don't really know the answer to your question. What introduced? I don't know how yeah. Let's see. One of my philosophical takes. One of my philosophical takes. One of my philosophical takes. This is just like a, okay, this is like just like a theory I've had like rattling around, and one that like I always end up like coming back to, where things like always make sense. Like I haven't found something that really contradicts, do you know what I mean? Like it always kind of comes back to this in my head. And I take it with a grain of salt. But this is just like, like thinking about like past lives and stuff. I feel like, and I know like this is just, it's been rattling, you know what I mean? There's a lot of different, who knows? But, like I feel like kind of like with past lives, we, like when it comes to like souls and energy sticking around like that, I feel like it's not about who we're specifically tied to in our past lives. Like some people are like, oh, I had a past life as this person or as a person here or this. I feel like we're all each other's past, present, and future lives. You know what I mean? Like I kind of feel like this human experience, I don't know why, and this is just like attached to this theory in my head, right? So this isn't like, anyway, like I feel like we're all attached to each other's lives. Like I've had a lot of dreams that I'm, you know, in someone else's bod, in a different country, in a completely different scenario, or anyway, and it just feels like it's just kind of like there, like with those dreams, it feels like showing me and reminding me like I could be, like my energy could be anchored into anyone, you know what I mean? But for whatever reason, I'm anchored into this bod at this time, you know what I mean? I don't know, but like, I don't know. There's just like such a what's the word? Such an illusion of separation, I guess, and such a like push to uphold a sense of individuality, you know what I mean? But I really do feel like we're like so connected to each other, you know, like the energy that's like animating is throughout everything, and that's why I feel like you know, people who have like dreams of past lives or like past life like regression or remembrance and stuff, like I really do feel like it's not so much about that exact like I feel like our energy's all connected, you know what I mean? So yeah, anyway, that, I hope that answers your question, but that's just something that bounces around in there, you know? What music do you like, and do you take any supplements for your skin, as it's always flawless and glowing? Love your ASMR, crystal drawing, and color therapy videos, by the way. It makes me so happy, Camille. Thank you. What music do I listen sometimes? And I don't really listen much anymore. I would turn on lo-fi for Fiona. So then I, in turn, throughout the day would listen to lo-fi. And I don't think I've really turned on lo-fi since she's passed, so I haven't been like listening to it. And I don't really listen to regular music either. I don't really listen to music, and I used to listen to a lot of music. When there was time to have music on, I had music playing, but now I don't really listen to music because I just love the silence of the void. Can't get enough of it, you know. I also find, also, sorry, this keeps coming back to this, but this is just what my life is right now. Right after Fiona passed, like 5 days after, I actually like listened to my liked playlist for like 5 days after, just because I didn't the silence of the void was, you know, it is hard to be there sometimes. So I listened to music, and I definitely, and that had been like the first time in years that I'd really listened to my like music playlist. Like most of my playlist is from high school and then up to maybe 3 years ago. It's kind of like when I stopped really listening to music. But anyway, I listened in again for about 5 days after Fiona passed, but I definitely, it was nice, but I also definitely noticed like it take a toll on my creativity and my ability to utilize my mind space. I don't know, not get distracted. I think they're so cute, and I think the colors, are you kidding me? Actually, these were made for each other. Look, the pink in their sleepy eyes and the pink in the sun stressing. And the green, the same colors. That is so cute. Now we have to find a place for the rest of that family of plants, which I think I already have a place over here. My feet are falling asleep. Hold up, gotta stand up. And then supplements. For a bit, I was taking the Mary Ruth's stuff, but I wasn't very consistent with it. Yeah, I'm not very consistent as far as like things for like skin and hair supplement wise, but I do eat a lot of fruit. Fruit is my favorite food. Fruit's my favorite food. So I don't know if that has something to do with it. I imagine maybe. My skin's also been upset, like I said previous. I think the cry. And I haven't been eating a lot of fruit this past, which that has to change. There's like a rad fruit stand, like not too far from where I live. So I need to go there and get some fruit. Because what do you mean I haven't been eating my favorite food at my hardest times? That is so cute. And again, the colors match so well. Do you think I'm ridiculous? Actually, don't tell me that. I'm not gonna open myself up. Okay, anyway. Thank you so much, by the way, Camille, and y'all, thank you so much for leaving your questions and being so nice and sweet to me all the time. Okay. Do you paint your nails yourself? Yes, Poppy, and I actually usually, except for, you know, these past couple weeks, except I actually did just paint my nails with y'all yesterday. On live on TikTok, I paint my nails with y'all. Sometime I'm gonna figure out again the dual streaming, so maybe I can, you know, do that and be live here on YouTube too. We'll see. Multi-streaming is a little bit overwhelming, but you gotta do things that overwhelm you sometimes, you know. But yeah, I painted myself. I used Mooncat nail polish. They are so sweet and send me their collections if I want them. Every time I get the briefing for the collections, I just like, what? Each one is so cool. Their polishes are so unique and they last so long on my nails that to me it really makes it worth it painting my nails. You know, with polish I had used in the past, if I was gonna like paint my nails and it was going to chip in like 1 to 3 days, that was not worth it. But Mooncat really don't chip on me, especially with like the way I paint them. I have a vlog up where I show you how I paint my nails. I think it's my most recent vlog, so if you look back, I think it was like labeled a FaceTimey vlog. But I've also been thinking about filming a video on its own doing my nail care routine, so hopefully that will be up soon and I can like give you more deets. I also like wrap my polish. Now there's a bunch of dirt under there, but so I like paint underneath too for that extra layer of protection, and that also helps my nails grow longer. Do you have any relationship advice? I don't feel qualified. Do I have any relationship advice? Any relationship advice? My neighbor just got back. My favorite neighbor. I don't pick favorites. But my favorite neighbor always pulls in with their music bumping, and I love that. They're so cute! Okay. I feel like I have a lot of dirt on my face. Relationship. Let me think about this question while we go. Is that bad? I don't have relationship advice. I want to know how to make the sound for the BS plucking. It's so tingly. Wouldn't you like to know, whether boy? I'm just kidding. But I'm not going to tell you. Although I'm sure I've told y'all in the past. I think quite a few of you probably know who hang out in the lives. Though Brooke, well, am I going to tell you? Am I going to tell you? Yeah, I'll tell you, Brooke. I'll tell you, Brooke. So I use one of those foam covers on the mic. My Blue Yeti mic is what I use. And then I have a little pin, and that's what I do. Do I need to recurl my lashes, y'all? Well, I'll have to plug my stuff into charge again later, so we'll address the lash situation, lady. Next question. Actually, next plant. Oh my goodness. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Okay, the next one that I know for a fact where it's going is here. But let me find our next question. 1 second. Oh, would you ever consider doing a behind the scenes for the sounds you make for triggers? Which kind of goes along with the last a little bit. Yeah. Why not? Secrets out now. Okay, so this next one is Crassula mucosa, large form. So I think this is the watch chain Crassula, but like the bigger form. Look at it. I thought it would go perfect in this little crow pot because watch chain, I don't know, went together in my head. This is again from that local nursery. I like their soil, so I'm gonna stick with it. But we probably need to add a little bit. Okay. Not a question, just wanted to say that you're really pretty, and that I always get really happy when I see your videos. Thank you. Y'all hype me up too much. You're so sweet. Thank you. How did you get the idea to start your shop and just like really get into it? I always kind of knew that I wanted to be self-employed. That was just kind of the journey, you know what I mean? And I already knew that I loved doing social media and stuff, and I thought to go along with it, it would be fun to just have my own Etsy shop. I love crafting things and making things, and me being able to like send a little package out to someone who liked one of my little crafts enough to order it just makes me so happy. I love putting the extra little goodies in there for you. It feels like I'm packing up a gift, even though, you know, you got it. Thank you so much for supporting me. Like all you who do, you just being here to this point, holy, you have supported me more than enough. So thank you for being here and supporting me. But yeah, it was just kind of something that it just felt really natural and like it was time, you know? I don't know how easy it is gonna be to backfill this. Ooh. I kind of want to put this short back in here, but I think I'll make a mess if I try. Okay. Andrea, resisting the urge to answer some of these. You could probably answer them all for me, Andrea. You've been part of our community for so long. Some of y'all, we're close. We're close. Okay. Mine is, what crafting skills have you not tried / mastered yet, and what would you like to learn? I want to learn ceramics. Same, Andrea. So I used to do ceramics. Ceramics is so fun, y'all. I can't now because of my nails, and I've kind of like tossed around the idea of chopping my nails, because you can't have nails for well, I guess you can if you're not throwing on the wheel, if it's like that kind of ceramics and off the wheel. But I love wheel throwing so much. I used to do it, and I've made some things, and I love it. But it's my ASMR nail era. You know what I mean? And who's to say, like, if I wake up someday and I'm like, it's time, then that'll be that, and I'll chop my nails and we'll figure out our way somehow else. But yo, should I not shove this in there? Is that a bad idea? Anyway, yes. Does that answer your question, kind of? Ceramics? Well, let me think. Do I have anything else? Because that is mine too. But now I'm a copycat. Let me think. What else? Any craft? There has to be something. I'd say my biggest one is like wheel throwing. I love it. Someday I'll pick it back up, but it doesn't feel right now. At least yet. But who knows, tomorrow I might wake up and be like, this time. And then you'll see me and be like, oh my gosh, where's your nails? And I'll be like, they're gone, but. And actually, a big part, this might be something I pick up soon again anyway, because a big part of me not wanting to like get like connected in again to a studio where I could do that is then I would have to spend like quite a few hours away from home, which before with Fiona I didn't want to do. So now actually like thinking about that, that's another big reason why I didn't like have it on the table for myself. But could be something soon. We'll see. I really like having short nails anyway. I just also really like having my long nails for ASMR, so. Okay, now that, like, it was just the opening was more narrow, so it definitely feels like it has space for its roots. But, did have to kinda, what are you? Oh, perlite. Sometimes I see perlite and my mealy bug warning signals go on. Hopefully Kyle doesn't come back till I get this all cleaned up. 'Tis quite the they're so cute. They're so cute. We're deep enough in this video that I might not even edit that out. I used to not edit out my burps, but then I got some concerning comments. So now I do. But we might be far enough in here that we don't have anyone to be concerned about. Okay, let's see. Who's next? Ooh, who is next? I thrifted this pot and it's so beautiful. Look, it's a little flower bud with these little cherubs within it. So cute. putting my Nepenthes in there. I know they're looking real sad now, but I was hoping maybe I would grow them in sphagnum moss, and that would help me grow them and make them happy. I also don't know, I've been trying to like tell if they have some kind of pest or something, because some of their new growth is also coming out really weird, which makes me think they got something, you know what I mean? So maybe this one does have to wait till we're all done. Although, have we gotten to the point where it's time to go for get after the pest plants? Not that a plant, you're not a pest, but you got some. Gotta make that clear. Gotta be very sweet. But I think you might have something. Which wouldn't surprise me, because the greenhouse I got this from does often have pests. It's just a really big greenhouse with, I can't tell if those are spider mites or actual spiders. She might have spider mites. They might have spider mites. I'm gonna keep them. I'm not too worried about that one getting spider mites. I'm not sure if I'm gonna grow that one in sphagnum moss in here, or if I want to keep that a hanging plant, because I think keeping that a hanging plant would be the best option, but I'd need to find something that could have like a saucer attached to it. So maybe I could make a piece of macrame, or maybe I have one around here I could use. I think I do. And then I can keep it watered better, but it looks like it might need to be treated for something. So we're gonna move on to a plant that doesn't look like it needs to be treated for something. What is that gonna be? Okay. This is the next plant. I know where it's going, so we're just gonna get into it. I have some like larger size plants I need to repot, but I've been putting it off, so it's time. This one, I have been eyeballing this one for weeks at my little local co-op grocery store. I have always really wanted like a big jade tree. And this one just caught my eye every time. And every time I'd like walk by it, keep going and think about it. And I also felt bad because like it wasn't like in a really great spot where it's getting enough light. So I would just like, if I'd see it the next week, I'd just look and see, I'm like, is it still living? Is it still, you know? The pot is heavy, which this is just a heavy plant in general, but I'm also worried like maybe the soil is holding too much moisture. But let's see. Whoa. I gotta be careful with this one. Question. Okay. Why did you start posting, and what is your motivation? P.S. Love your content. Thank you, Trinity. Let me get this to a more secure situation. Wait, actually, we gotta get the pot ready. Oh, but I was kind of thinking, I don't know what the roots are gonna look like. And if the roots were busting, I was gonna put it in a bigger pot than this, but I think these kind of like it up. Okay. Why did you start posting, and what is your motivation? I just always knew I wanted to do social media. Like I always knew it. Even when I like before, like when I first learned about it, I was like, what? It's amazing. Yes, I'm gonna do that. It's just never been a question, you know. So yeah. What is your motivation? So like I said, it's just like, it's some, I just wanted to post, and I still just want to post. I love social media and being on social media and creating a little space. I love that so much. So that's pretty much its motivation in itself. But through creating for a bit, I've definitely discovered like more motivation behind it. I love making content that can like help relax people and help people sleep. The dream space is something that is very near and dear to my heart. I love dreaming and dream adventures, and I think it's just that dream space is so underrated and not really deemed as important as it is, like in our day-to-day, you know? But it is really so important. It's a place you can reflect on things, heal things, experience things, adventure, explore. And I know that a lot of people struggle with sleep, so anything I can do to help someone get that much closer to that space means a lot to me now. So, yeah. I don't know if that's gonna be enough soul in the bottom of that pot. Let me check. A little bit more. Okay, do you like cats? I love cats. Kyle's allergic to cats, though I do have a cat, though he lives back with my parents in Montana. His name's Spoop. He's the snuggliest, sweetest cat ever. He's so cute. I have been waiting for this. Oh, what happened to your curls? I remember the pattern being different. They always look pretty though. Love you. Thank you. So my hair is like kind of a weird in between. I can really not do anything to it. I can comb it after the shower and let it dry a little bit more straight. It's not all the way straight ever. Unless I straighten it, which I don't do. Or I can like kind of like treat my curls like as my waves as waves and kind of enhance them, which I have been doing recently because I love it, because otherwise my hair is just kind of a weird in between and I don't know what to do with it. It doesn't know what to do. So I've been treating it as its waviness recently. So sometimes the pattern is different day to day depending on what I decide to do with it. Yeah, I was kind of worried it's gonna be moist up in here. She's moist up in there. Wait, should I break? I'm scared to break this up, to be honest. Oh my gosh. I don't think I'm, but the soil here. Let's just pop a little bit of soil at the top. Oh no, we got too much in there. Uh-oh. This plant's heavy. This is like at least a 15-pound plant. Maybe not. Maybe it's like 7 pounds or something. But I hope that answers your question. My waves really depend. My waves are more wavy when my hair is shorter. Because there's like less weight on them, but they're also more wavy when I treat them like waves, you know? Okay. How's it feel to be a beautiful human being? Feels. You tell me, Faith. You tell me. Will you ever get another pet? Yes. Though probably not anytime soon. And I don't know who that's gonna be. I'm definitely down to become a possum mommy, an opossum mommy. If the possum distribution center finds finds itself across my path. I wish I broke that soil up more, but I'm also really worried about, I don't know, you know when you just get a feeling this plant wouldn't really appreciate its roots being broken up. I think that these are kind of like grow like bonsai, and I imagine it'll get real tippy if I do that. But I also hope I don't regret that decision later. We'll see. Because as this is an upward growing plant, I would think I would kind of want like a more decorative, colorful pot for it, since it's not like covering the pot up at all in the future. So maybe, who knows, we might be repotting them again soon. But this is the pot size I have now, and I kind of wanted to get them out of what they're in, even though I didn't really get them out of the soil they were in, did I? Maybe they'll like a little extra space, a little extra love. Oh, they certainly needed something from being so top heavy. Okay, next question. Do you believe... Oh, wait. Oh, no, I answered that one. Do you believe in multiple soulmates or just one or even more? Soulmates. I feel like everyone kind of has like a reason to be in your life at a specific time, you know what I mean? So I don't think I believe in one singular soulmate. You know what I mean? Does that answer your question? Okay. I'm 22 and I have a hard time with making friends these days. I was wondering if you had any advice on making friends in my local communities. Quentin. I mean, I don't really make friends in my local communities. I guess I made my own. So I don't know if I'm really qualified, but making friends. If anyone also has like good answers for these, or like something they want to chime in on, please by all means. Making friends in your local communities. It depends on your interests, I think. If you have any interests or something you'd like to get into, like let's say you're taking a ceramics class, that can help you like get into like a local community of people who are interested in ceramics, and you might find some friends there. Or, you know, just like with anything, maybe you like to go to your local library, you like to read or something, maybe you could find someone there, even though you gotta be quiet there. Quiet friend making at the library. Like local little classes and things, just looking into what you've got going down locally that you're interested in, because then, you know, you'll find people that at least you'll have that in common with them. If you're into houseplants, finding like a local houseplant community. There's usually houseplant groups for local places on social media and stuff. I have so much dirt on my face. There they are. They are so beautiful. I have another large plant that I need to sort out. I'm not gonna do that right now. I know which pot they're going in, so that would be a good one. Let's do it. I'll be right back with a huge buddy. Alright. I have a big pot here too, naturally. Might need to mix more soil. Also, this pot has a huge drainage hole, so I have to sort out. Wait, do I have a saucer I could use for now? Oh, can you see it? I found this pot at a local grocery store. And it was a pretty good price for that size pot. And is a pumpkin. So, you know, I'm hoping this fits in there. I'm really hoping it fits in there. The pot it's in now is like a little bit taller, but narrower. So I'm hoping the difference will sort itself out. Anyway, I saw this plant and I was like, there's no way that's real. If that's real, I'm gonna get it. And then I looked deeper into it. It's real. It was real. But then I wandered around the greenhouse for like 20 minutes trying to really debate like if I was gonna get it. Even though I knew that if it was real, I was getting it. And I got it. It's so beautiful. Dieffenbachia are magnificent. I hope it likes this pot. Also, I was wiping this plant down because it did have a little bit of spider mites. And I have to show you something. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it that close. But look right there. I'll insert a picture here. If I remember. It's a perfect heart. And I noticed it while I was wiping down these leaves. I was like, oh my goodness, I love this plant so much. I wonder if it loves me. Loves me not, loves me not. And then I saw her. Loves me. I was like thinking, I was like, man, I wonder if anyone else who would have gotten this plant would have noticed that perfect heart. I wonder. Meant to be. I love them so much. Okay, I really hope they like this pot. Let's get him in there. I gotta pop him out. I'm kind of scared. Don't be scared. It's okay. Oh my gosh. Wait, actually though. Oh shoot, they're in here. Just making me wonder if they're gonna need one of these other pots. I have another pot here that's taller. If these roots don't really want to go sideways, I'll have to put it in this taller one here. So I guess that's what it'll be, but I have to first pop these out. No, here comes. Okay, we're good. I don't know how I'm gonna get this out. Oh, is it coming? Or should I put them in the taller pot? I don't know. I kind of have the taller pot for the monstera because I know they like growing their roots deeper. But I don't know about Dieffenbachia. What do you want? I feel like you'll like the pumpkin pot. What do you like the pumpkin pot? Let's try it. First, I want to make sure I'm fine with the soil. I think I am. They seem to like it so far. I think that might be too tall. Plants, you know, it's a lot to think about. Let's see how much soil I got in there. I don't think enough to make that not stick out that tall anyway. So we actually have to swap some things around. Your favorite thing to collect other than crystals, hearts, that would be plants. That would be plants. What about you? Y'all, what do you collect? I would love to know. I love hearing about people's collections and what makes people happy and what they just, you know what I mean? Well, shoot, what are we gonna do with this big pumpkin pot? I need to move them out of the way a little bit so that I can have some more space. Do you have a favorite of your lovely tattoos? Or perhaps one that's especially meaningful to you? Thank you, Jazz. I really like my star in the jar. I really like my citrine crystal too, and my turnip. I love my huge turnip on my leg. What else? What's your favorite ASMR word thingy? Like my favorite ASMR word. Let me think. Maybe galactic. Or do you mean like trigger? Or do you mean like ASMR word? I guess you said word, so. Okay, let's see. Have you ever experienced a paranormal event, and what was it? We already kind of answered this one, I guess. I have, though I don't think I would say what. At least not at this time. Again, I'll be giving these all a really good water before they find their little spots. It's probably gonna take me like an hour to rearrange plants and find all their little spots. Well, I know where this one's going. Got this one's figured out. Okay. I cannot get over. Oh my goodness, that malachite is the juiciest. What? The flowers. And Fiona. Oh my goodness. Okay. The more I think about it, the more I do think I want the bunny ear cacti in that pot. Okay, biggest plant. Out of the way, feeling pretty good. So I kind of think that, this one. Oh, I moved this one here to take the thumbnail. Should we just leave them there? They're kind of silly, huh? We kind of like it. You want to keep looking at them? You can keep. I have a sneaking suspicion I've been filming for at least 30 hours. Is this the next plant that I might be repotting my the plants that have pests by myself, so I can be just extra vigilant, you know, and careful, and I can do it after I get all these other plants moved out of the way. But I do still have, I think, one more plant. Oh wait, I also have those cuttings. Oh, those will be fun though. Okay, have you, oh wait, I already answered that. Wait, I'm gonna try and like these as I answer them. A little behind now. What brought you to ASMR? We kind of did that. Although I'm sorry, my answer's not very satisfying. What is your most important thing to do in your daily routine? Definitely time in the quiet, meditation, whatever that is, whether it's a walk where I don't have like any music or anything in, or I create something without any other external noise. Definitely that time in the silence is my favorite part of my routine, the most important too. If I'm filling my time with so many other people's voices, I definitely notice like my mental health get askew. This friend, I got this at a local greenhouse too, and they said, ooh, so this is like a relative of, it says Apicia silky pink is what it is. It's a relative of African violets, and the guy at the greenhouse said that this one does not like being watered with cold water, so make sure like you water it with room temp water. Said that sometimes the leaves, like when they get like kind of sad like this, or they get like a rot, is when they like touch the cold water or something cold. So I'm kind of worried about, I was gonna put it in this pot, but I'm worried about this pot getting cold and then the leaves touching it in the winter. So I think I'm just gonna keep an eye on it. Or am I gonna plant it in a different pot? Especially like in the winter time when I turn the heater off to film the ASMR. I'm just worried about this pot getting cold and then the leaves touching it. So I was thinking about actually potting it into a pot, plastic pot, and then putting that plastic pot in a basket so the vines can kind of rest on the basket instead. So let's try that. I need to mix up more soil. I also just had to take a little break because my phone was too hot again. So hopefully, I have 2 plastic pots stacked because the holes are kind of big, and I think this plant kind of likes staying a little bit more moist. So I just thought that if I stack 2, the holes would be a little smaller, hold more moisture since I'm underwater. This has such beautiful bright orange blooms. I love a bright orange bloom so much. Orange flowers I feel like are so underrated. I think they're, oof, I love them. That's why when I saw that orange flower on there, I was like, no way. And then the orange flower mixed with the red, like orange and berry tone flowers are my absolute favorite combination. And Svetlana didn't even know that when she painted that pot. That's crazy. Okay. Oops. Oh my goodness, questions, that's right. I forgot. Where's my question machine? I think it's over there. Oh no. Okay, hold up. Let me just finish this one and then we'll get back into it. Although, I don't know how much I got left in me. I've been repotting plants for a while, and I don't know how much left my bones got in it either, so hold up. Just gonna finish this. Get them in their basket. Whoops, cute. Now I don't even have to worry about the leaves getting cold. Oh, they look so cute in there too. I'm so excited to see their blooms again. Some of them were blooming while I was at the greenhouse where I got this. Okay, I have to find my question machine. Got my question machine. Can you do more crystal drawing videos? Of course. What else do I got? Girl, has no one asked you for a room tour yet? I need a room tour so bad. Mayhaps we'll do one soon. Though I can't guarantee it or when, I can almost guarantee there will be a plant tour soon. I just wanted to get my plants repotted that needed repotted before, so hopefully we're getting closer to plant tour. But you'll see a lot of my space during the plant tour anyway. Okay, let's mix this up. Find another question. What's your favorite thing on your wall in your room? Excuse my grow light. I know things would be so much cozier without those blaring lights, but that is my favorite thing on the wall. That's Madam President. My sister had that made of Madam President and gave it to me for Christmas quite a few years ago. I love it. Now we have her collar and her ball and antler by it too, but yep, Madam President, we love you. So, still got this pot open, but do you know what I was thinking? Though that's not a very top-heavy plant, is it? I was thinking about putting a painted lady in here. Painted lady philodendron. I have like a baby here that I pulled out. That was a propagation from my mommy. Thought she could get like an upgrade. So we might do that. But I'm trying to decide if I want to keep growing them in sphagnum or if I want them to go to soil now. Sphagnum or soil. I love growing plants in sphagnum, y'all. Sphagnum or soil? Man, that's hard. Could do mix. I've done that sometimes. Turns out fine. But I'd hate to soil my sphagnum. Yeah, no. Let's just grow it in spag. Dump it out. It's a shame we got that soil nice and ready in there. It's okay. So I have some more sphagnum here. I'm just gonna put in a pot. You know, I just think they'd do better if they got kept a little bit more moist and given them a bigger spot. Getting them out of that like orchid-y pot, I think will be a good move. I took this baby, I did this propagation a while ago. I think, yeah, one of these nodes I don't think had any leaves on it when I took it. Is this true? And one of them was a leaf propagation. I'm not sure. I remember now. I know I started some of these in my prop boxes, which those would have been nodes without leaves, but I can't quite remember if this was one of those. Okay, we made a little nest to tuck her in, except we're gonna have to do this a different way, actually. Just kidding. Retreat. Okay, next question. How many card sets do you own and what's your favorite? I will do a card collection video sometime because I'm not 100% sure. So then we'll know, and then I'll be able to show y'all in detail more my faves and why they're my favorites. Though my favorite is my card deck I made myself. It was available in my shop, but I ended up only having like a few left, and I kind of wanted to keep some. But there might be a revamp in the future. There might be. That one is definitely my favorite though. But I have other favorites that aren't the ones I made, so we can go over that in that kind of a video. Cute. I'm excited about this. Okay. Let me just barricade myself in here with more plants. Why not? We're gonna have to do several of these videos How do you feel spirituality influences your life? I feel like it's a connection. Do you know what I mean? At least for me, I don't talk about my practice a lot, but I feel like that spirituality is just like your connection to things and how you recognize your connection to things and stuff like that, your effect on the environment around you. I don't know. I think I need to stop answering these questions because I feel like I'm giving y'all lame answers now. I'm getting pooped and hungry. So maybe I'll just stop it there. But I have not even made it like a third of the way on just the TikTok post, y'all. So we're gonna have to do a lot more of these. I also have to get those cuttings repotted. Getting eepy though, and hot. I have to get this syngonium potted up. They're so cute. I didn't even know this syngonium existed. I lost it when I saw them. What pot are you going in? Do I have a pot for you yet? Oh, I don't know that I have a good pot for them out yet, like for their size. I don't know what I would want to pot them in. I'm stumped. My brain's been doing a lot of pot math. Plant pot math. Anyway. I mean, they would go actually perfect in here, but I want them to have a different color pot to accentuate their redness. Accentuate. I also have this orchid that I was thinking about. Let me show you the pot I was thinking about planting them in. But I think it's gonna have to wait. So I really want to get them potted up. But I don't know that the pot I've chosen is the best idea. This is what it, here, hold up. So I thrifted this. They're so cute. And I was thinking, since it has such a wide opening, that would be enough air for this orchid's roots. You know how orchids like their air. But I'm thinking maybe it's not a good idea. I don't know. What do you think? If you grow a lot of orchids, can you give me some orchid tips? I probably need to put this in something with drainage though. This was going to be like kind of a sphagnum orchid bark situation up in here, and then I'd just be careful about the, but I think we're going to put this in something with drainage actually. So I think, I don't know where this is going yet, and I don't know what plant is going in you yet, but I'll figure it out eventually. They're just so cute. I'm going to put some holiday cacti cuttings. I just snatched some from a couple of my holiday cacti. I want to put them in here. Oh wait, I think I want to do just the pointy ones. See, I've got two different, but I wanted to do the pointy ones because I thought that it accentuated the owl's ears, you see. How are we gonna do this? Maybe we'll go like this. I think so. Oh, do I want to just grow this one in sphagnum? No, we'll do soil. So we'll see how that goes, but I think that's gonna be real cute. Okay. My brain is plant fried, y'all. We've been doing plant stuff for a while, but I still have these. Maybe I should have not. They've calloused over a bit. I mean, we've been here for a few hours. So I'm thinking what am I thinking? I have a few different plant pot options. So I have these pumpkins, right? Well, my stuff's dying again. I gotta... Was that my screen that died or my phone? Are we still recording? Hopefully we're still recording. I got these pumpkins. Thinking about doing either my cuttings like that, maybe a little cacti in here or something, or I have pinguicula that are eventually going to need to be repotted or like put in a different spots when they get bigger. So I think pinguicula pumpkins would be hilarious. But also my pinguicula section is very like ethereal, crystalline. Not that these aren't ethereal. But, and I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll like expand my pinguicula throughout my collection. Maybe. Or should I just plant? I mean, I think they'd be pretty cute in there. But I think I'm gonna have to do this part on my own because we have been here for so long. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it all the way to the end, leave me a pumpkin or orange emoji in the comments so I know that's actually crazy. Did anyone make it all the way to the end? That's insane. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and thank y'all so much who submitted questions and just stuck around here. If you made it to this point of the video, you have supported me like so much. That's so huge for me, so thank you. I am gonna definitely be doing a lot more videos kind of like this or something so that I can go through and answer your questions. But for now, I've gone through as many questions as I can get through for now, I think. You take care now, and sweet dreams, Jelly Bean. I hope they're full of all your favorite things.